our next guest from his work on House of Guinness, Happy Valley, and McMafia. He's currently starring as Ormond Hightower in the hit HBO series House of the Dragon. New episodes of the third season debut Sunday nights on HBO before streaming on HBO Max. Let's take a look.
And so Sir Criston fights on, and yet you have returned.
Because
Guess fighting on is madness.
Do you think me mad, Your Grace?
No. So. You mean to fight on? With what? There's a dragon sitting on the hill above us, and 5 more not 30 leagues away.
Rhaenyra will not burn her own subjects. She is a woman. Squeamish.
Please welcome to the show, James Norton, everybody. Welcome, please, right there. How are you? I'm sorry we don't have a big oaken table for you, big chair.
know, for me to smash up.
You did. You had you got to smash a table up with
really
a big old
did.
sword.
Yeah.
And it was a great scene. But I'm wondering, like, how many times do you have to do that?
Quite a lot, too many. Yeah. Every other actor in House of the Dragon seems to get some like sexy big battle, and I just get to fight a table.
Yeah.
And the table won, which is annoying.
Yeah.
I had to really smash that thing. And also it's weird because those kind of days, you're asked to do that over and over again, and you have to tell your body like get into a state of fury, and then go back to normal and have a cup of tea, and so your head is spinning.
Yeah.
And by the end, I actually nearly fainted that day. I had like a really strange out-of-body experience.
Well, that's an even worse story when you're like, why'd you faint? It's like, I had to hit the table.
The table, yeah, exactly.
I had a hard day with the table.
I honestly, I really got beaten up by the thing.
There's a great moment there in that clip where Ormond has an issue with smells, so he's constantly smelling his little lavender thing. Are you? Is that something that you can pull from? Are you yourself very sensitive to smells?
Smells I'm okay with. I have a real thing with noise.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got really to the nub of my being. I think it's called misophonia or something.
So you don't like chewing?
I cannot do. Yeah, I mean, if I had the choice, I would ban all popcorn from theaters.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a really bad. But I just keep it to like, I don't know, soft foods. Anything which is crunchy makes me feel really agitated.
And have you ever spoken out about this in a public place?
No, this is the first time.
Gotcha. But you've never sort of snapped at anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have?
Oh, I mean, many times.
And so what would you say?
Oh, I mean, multiple friends. If I'm on a car journey with anyone, now people know me well enough, they'll be like, you're not allowed to chew, am I? And
right.
I'm sorry. No, I mean, I've been in theaters. I've asked people to breathe quietly. You know, when someone has a nose whistle and you can hear it, I can't think about anything on the stage. All I can think, and then some poor guy was chewing gum, and I was like, "You gotta stop chewing that gum." And he's like, "Dude, I'm trying to give up smoking. I'm sorry, it's Nicorette." And I'm like, terrible. Yeah, I become Ormond. I become a demon. It's weird.
Thank you. It's good that you know.
Yeah, I do.
Are you? You can tell when you're watching a show, but you've also been on stage. Are you tuned into the audience? Their small sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. There's a guy on the right here who's chewing very. No, I'm joking.
Oh yeah. Well, you can get anybody you want out here. Just point them out very slowly.
All of you out. No. Yeah, no, for sure. On stage, it can be a nightmare. Yeah. I mean, crisp packets, whispering, phones.
Yeah, I mean, phones are for everybody though. Yeah, I don't think you have to have a condition to not like it when a phone goes off in a theater.
My mum and my dad once came in early on. I remember a play I did, and I remember thinking, oh God, they're on the second row, and they'd been chatting away. And I was doing a pre-state, so I was on stage when they came in, and they were sort of like, "Do you think you can see us like this?" I'm like, "Dad." And then halfway the first scene, I hear beep, and he brought his old video camera, and he was filming the whole thing with this.
No.
Yeah.
Like a dad at a school play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. On a professional, yeah, it was terrible. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Anyway.
Your dad you've had him as a background actor.
I have.
In almost everything you've done. This is House of Guinness, so he was just in the background of a scene.
Yes.
It's fantastic. It's very sweet.
Yes, he does. I didn't mean to bring up my dad. He seems like, yeah.
I'm trying to save it now because you brought up that camcorder story, and I'm like, well, he can also be in things where he doesn't have his phone.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he comes and he's never. My family had nothing to do with the industry. I came from a sort of a world of medics and normal people, and then my dad has become since a regular supporting actor on my jobs.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
He looks a little like my dad. This is my dad, Larry Myers, and there's a little crossover, right? It's kind of nuts.
Is that the same man?
It's crazy. And by the way, he would make a great Ormond because I've seen him fight multiple tables.
Have you really?
I have.
My dad, your dad's moustache is real, though, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's. That's
Oh,
fake.
that's not real?
No, that's fake.
Oh man, sorry to
But
sorry to play the trump card, but yeah, mine's real.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, my dad got a real mustache.
They're both good-looking guys.
They're both very handsome.
Yeah.
It's very funny, this sort of Game of Thrones world, and obviously, it's fantasy, it's wonderful, imagination, and yet you guys are real actors who are, going through real work days. Like, you're at work. And as you said, it's like tiring, like you almost fainted. Like, what do you guys talk about, in the downtime when you have these giant battle scenes and you're in all your armor?
The armor.
Yeah.
That comes up a lot.
You just talk, that's the small talk, that's the weather. You're like,
yeah,
oh,
it's
heavy
like
armor today.
Yeah. It's like, when can we take the armor off? When do we have to put it back on?
Yeah.
How bad is it chafing here? There's a lot of chat about the armor. I mean, it's normal chat,
I was surprised because the armor does look so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And yet you managed to fall asleep in the armor.
Yes, this is a photo.
And then your co-star here, Matt, took a photo.
Yeah. That was my that was my very first day on the job.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think because first day is always tough because it interrupts your sleep cycle because you're not used to 4 a.m. wake up. And so the first day is always particularly tiring. And what you can't see there, if you zoomed out, you'd see just like 300 or 400 people carrying stuff and noise. And someone at one point said, "James, here's a chair, you chill for 10 minutes." And I just fall asleep very easily. I did actually take, about 3 weeks later, I took a photo of Matt after Glastonbury. Yeah. And he was asleep. And I got my revenge, but then he was like, "You can't post that."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's really funny. I mean, I didn't realize it was your first day. I wonder if people were like, we might have a problem with this new actor.
Yeah.
Like, he can fall asleep. I don't know if he's going to be making it back tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true.
This is a prequel to Game of Thrones. Were you a Game of Thrones fan, or is it true that you had kind of missed it the first time?
I kind of missed it the first time, yeah. And then I was lucky enough to work with, I was one of the very few people who missed it, and then I worked with the wonderful Nikolai Coster-Waldau.
Oh, fantastic.
He played William the Conqueror in a show which we made, and I actually produced in Iceland, so I was able to kind of quiz him about the world, and obviously preparing to work with him, I started the Thrones journey, and yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. It's fantastic. You're great in it. It's so fun to have a character whose name doesn't start with an R or an A.
Yeah, I know.
Anytime somebody shows up with a new letter in their first name, I'm like, this is great. I'm too easily confused. I really like these new people. So
it's true. I'm in my own kind of family.
Your own category, yeah. Hey, thanks so much for being here. It's such a pleasure talking to you.
A real pleasure.
So good in the show. James Norton, everyone. New episodes of House of the Dragon debuts Sunday nights at 9 p.m. on HBO and available to stream on HBO Max. We'll be right back.